Alright, 7-star Diablo is just so powerful, man, especially in this current meta, but Diablo is one of those characters that I feel like was gonna shine as a 7-star champion, and so far he is definitely proving it. Now, 7-star Diablo, he's just a powerhouse, really. Like, he has so much damage output, his utility's still off the charts. With Recall Mastery, he's just still one of the best champions in the game for sure. Like, this man just does it all as a 7-star character. Now, for this meta though, with Power Shield and all that, he becomes insane because with Power Shield, his poisons get skyrocketed, and plus with Polka Dot Power, he gains power passively through his poisons. So yeah, check out this damage output, man. It is just insane, like over 5,000 poison damage right there per tick. And yeah, this fight was just so clean. Now we have this Void fight, and this kind of just shows how versatile Diablo is, especially in this meta, because Void is a very unideal Mystic matchup, and Diablo just doesn't care. He can just poison him still, he can just get the power gain passively, just drop that massive SP2, and then just end the fight in a pretty good amount of time. Now, with Void here, there's pretty much no worries, even though he still does have a ton of health, and he does have the class advantage over us. It's still not the biggest deal, right? But here I kind of mess up. I just misjudged my power gain, and I dropped the SP1 instead, which is definitely an accident, but you know what, we're still doing just fine. The regen is helping us a ton, and this fight is pretty much over now because check out this damage output right here. He drops the SP2, no big deal, then we go back in, drop our own SP2, and yeah, this just does so much damage output and it one-shots him essentially, and that was enough to get the win also. That regen, just a massive clutch there for sure, but now we have this Sasquatch. And this is a pretty chunky Sasquatch, only rank 1 but still has a ton of health, but Diablo just doesn't care, man. He just shreds through it with absolute ease, because Sasquatch here, one of his biggest problems is the regen, right? Like, that regen, it's pretty potent, and with this health pool, it can be problematic very fast. But Diablo with his poisons reduces healing by a lot, and once you stack up the poisons, he pretty much blocks healing completely, so he is a great heal blocker. But check out this sequence right here. We're going to go in, drop the heavy attack, then drop it again, then drop it one more time here, and then watch this damage output, man. We're going to do it, drop the SP2, and yeah, some nice crits, some nice red damage there, and yeah, the poison is just doing so much damage now. He enters Wrath, no big deal, go back in, drop the SP1, pause the poisons, and then just stand back and let him melt. And look at this damage output, man. It is so good. And yeah, Sasquatch got destroyed right there. But hey, Black Panther, pretty dang good as well. So maybe Normax is gonna, post a video on him. Who knows, right? But now we have this Null matchup, and Null is resistant to poison, I believe. So yeah, he takes less poison damage, but Diablo doesn't care. He still does really well here. And yeah, it's like very hard to stop Diablo in this meta, because if they can poison, he will just melt them with the red numbers, and just like with the energy damage too, he just does so much damage output here. It is honestly insane. But yeah, here we drop a heavy attack. Now we just belt the SP2, and we're in a great spot here. Still have full health as well. Drop the heavy attack again, then go back in, drop a medium into an SP2, and yeah, this just does so much damage output, and the fight is now essentially over yet again. So that was a very clean fight there. Null just got destroyed pretty much. There I kind of messed up, but it's fine. Still have a full yellow bar and a nice clean fight right there. And hey, Black Panther couldn't beat me that time at least. Now we have this rank 2 Korg matchup, and rank 2 Korg has a ton of health for sure, but Diablo, like I said, if he can poison the opponent, he just shreds them, right? So yeah, he is perfect for this meta, and this Korg especially, because Korg is one of the harder opponents in this meta for sure, but he doesn't care. He still has the energy damage, he has the poisons as well, which Korg is not immune to. Korg is immune to bleed and shock, so yeah, that covers a lot of ground, right? But not Diablo for sure. We go back in, we can drop nothing because we get dropped ourselves, but you know what, Diablo why he's so good is because he has some great sustainability as well. So check this out. We're going to drop the SP2. We have 4 poisons up, still doing some pretty good damage for sure. And the regen is starting to do some pretty nice work here as well. The regen kind of saves us here, to be honest, because yeah, look at that healing go up. We're just healing a ton now, and Diablo is going to do this fight pretty fast and like with a higher health pool than I thought, because yeah, I took a full combo here. So that was a pretty clean matchup for sure. But now we have this really fun one. We have this rank 5 ascended future Ant-Man. Now this future Ant-Man is no laughing matter, right? Future Ant-Man is honestly one of the hardest defenders in this meta, but Diablo just destroys him, man. He is so good here. And yeah, like Future Ant-Man, super annoying all the time, right? But Diablo is just perfect for him, I feel like, because look at this damage output. We're going to go in, drop the heavy attack, then drop our SP2 after this, and we'll be in a pretty good spot here. So look at this damage output now. We dropped the SP2, we have 4 poisons up, it does some great damage output, 3,000 per tick now, which is honestly insane. And yeah, this matchup is now over pretty much. A very clean fight here. We pause the poisons now, and we're just in a perfect spot. So yeah, Diablo, honestly one of the best future Ant-Man counters besides like Werewolf by Night. And that was a 49-second takedown of an ascended future Ant-Man. So yeah, he is so good for him. But now we have this pretty weird matchup. This is a Red Skull, right? And he has pretty much no health, but Red Skull is still Red Skull. He is one of the hardest defenders in the game right now. And if you can take Red Skull, you honestly have a ton of value. So Diablo here, he takes him pretty dang well. This is honestly a pretty surprising fight. And yeah, Red Skull post buff is just so annoying. But hey, Diablo deals with him pretty dang well. There I got lucky for sure, I do admit that. But besides that, we're still in a good spot. I can't really heavy him, but it's fine. We're still just gonna build power passively, but then that happens. That always happens to me sometimes. It's like a thing where I guess I play like too close to the pause screen for some reason, so I just accidentally pause, which is kind of annoying. But look at that damage output, man. Red Skull just gets destroyed, and that was like a 40-second fight with honestly one of the hardest defenders in the game. Now look at this here. This is a Scorpion, and Scorpion versus Mystics, it's just a terrible time, right? But with Diablo here, Diablo can poison Scorpion, and also he is immune to Scorpion's power stings. So he is one of the best Mystic counters to Scorpion, probably the best one overall for sure. And yeah, this fight is just so clean. Here he drops the SP1, he poisons me, but that's fine because we get reduced damage now from any single source, which is perfect. And check out this, man. We're gonna go in, drop the heavy attack, drop our SP2, we take 0 sting damage because we're immune to poison pretty much. And yeah, the fight is now over. And that is a Scorpion taken down by a Mystic champion. Pretty great stuff there. But yeah, Diablo is just such a good champion. I love this character so much. I feel like he was always meant to be a great 7-star character, and so far he definitely is living up to the hype. So let me know your thoughts on 7-star Diablo, and yeah, that's about it for me.